Since I have done these assessments, I was able to put together a care plan for you geared towards your specific health needs. To begin, the swollen tender lymph node that I discovered does not have the characteristics of a cancerous lump, but I do suggest you see your physician to be sure that it's nothing abnormal for you.
Okay.
Through the assessments, I have discovered some light brown staining on both sides of your lower front teeth. You said you consume roughly 4 to 5 cups of coffee a day, correct?
Yes, I do.
Well, this staining is directly related to the large amounts of coffee you consume on a day-to-day basis, which also contributes to your risk for cavities. To remove this stain, we would do some hand scaling or polishing, and to reduce the risk for cavities, I should suggest reducing the amount of coffee you consume, the amount of sugar you put in your coffees, or at least rinse your mouth regularly to prevent the sugar from damaging your teeth further.
Okay, anything else?
It was also noted that you live in a non-fluoridated community. This being a major way of receiving fluoride to your teeth, we will discuss other ways to make sure you get the fluoride required. Some other discoveries include a moderate amount of plaque and bleeding, redness of the margin of your gums, lightweight coating on your tongue, but some generally healthy pocket depths beneath your gums. I have also located some areas of decay on the chewing surfaces of your back teeth. Decay is caused by plaque, also referred to as biofilm, that turns into calculus. If the biofilm does not get properly removed from the mouth on a day-to-day basis, it hardens into the deposit called calculus, which I have also found in your lower front teeth as well as your upper teeth beside your canines. All of these conditions are related to your at-home techniques, which are your brushing and flossing. During our oral health education session, we will go over your at-home techniques for biofilm removal and see if we can make any modifications to help ensure you're removing as much debris as possible, especially from the back teeth.
Hello, Meredith. After the hard tissue examination and periogingival assessment, I found that you have several areas that might become cavities on your upper and lower back teeth. And according to the chart, determine your carrier's risk. I found that you intake a lot of sugar a day, right? You drink coffee 4 to 5 cups a day. So I think that's too much. Actually, a small amount of sugar is good for your health and it is necessary. But excess sugar contributes to high risk of cavities. Dental cavities are caused by bad bacteria that feed off sugar and make acid that demineralize or destroy your teeth. Once the demineralization happens, do you know, your tooth surface will become weak and form a cavity. So I have to suggest for you to decrease the sugar ingestion. It will help you decrease the risk of cavities.
Is there any way I can demineralize my teeth, or?
Do you mean remineralize?
Yeah, sorry, remineralize.
Yeah, yes, of course. We can discuss about how to remineralize your teeth now. The fluoride is a naturally occurring nutrient that, in the right concentrations, can decrease your cavities risk and have a reparative effect. Since I know your community is not a fluoride water supplied area, so there are other ways to get fluoride that we will discuss later. Okay, so do you have any other questions?
Are there any foods that I should avoid?
Yeah, it is a very good question. First, you have to avoid those sticky foods like energy bar. You know, it's sticky on your tooth surface. Stay alone, and it will the sugar will become the acid and then demineralize your teeth. And another thing is like sugary drinks like pop, especially the pop. Pop is very, very bad for your teeth and it will weaken your enamel. And other fruit like lemon you have to avoid because it's too acid. Okay. Okay, finally, I can give you some healthy snack choice to help you to decrease the cavities risk. Like grains, you can eat unsweetened cereal, unbuttered popcorn, and dried rice and corn cakes. That is very good. And you can eat some vegetables, but I suggest you to avoid those dried vegetables. You know, that's very sticky. You can eat some fresh vegetables. It's very good for health. And the fruits, I suggest you to eat unsweetened fruit juice. And you have to intake enough meat and protein that's help you to get like good strength, right? And finally, drink a lot of milk is good for your health too.
Okay. After reviewing your assessments, I'd like to review your at-home care routines.
All right.
First off, can you show me how you brush your teeth? Okay, so brushing your teeth that way can actually cause some damage to your teeth. Since you have some signs of gingivitis, I'm going to recommend a different technique called the modified Bass technique. So basically, you just take your brush into your gums and wiggle it around a little bit and then do a roll right off of that. This will ensure that you get to the bottom of your gums to get as much plaque out as you can. And make sure to get to the very back of your teeth as well. Can you practice that for me? Yeah. Perfect.
Alright, I think that's something I can try.
Awesome. And how many times a day do you usually brush your teeth?
Twice a day.
Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly how much you should be brushing. Keep it up. Now, I noticed a white coating on your tongue. Do you brush it?
No, I didn't know I had to.
Alright, I'm going to recommend a tongue brush to help you get rid of that. Your tongue can get just as, if not more, dirty than your teeth, and it's important that you clean it regularly.
Those sound expensive.
They range in price, but most are about $3 to $5 if you're able to afford it. If not, brushing your tongue with your toothbrush can be just as effective.
Oh, awesome.
Lastly, I recommend that you purchase a fluoridated toothpaste since you live in a community with non-fluoridated water. The fluorine will help to strengthen your enamel, and it would also help if your toothpaste protected you against cavities since you are at a high caries risk. For both of these needs, I recommend Crest Pro Health.
Alright, I'll definitely think about everything you told me. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, so Meredith, because you have some gingivitis, some plaque buildup, some bleeding when I probed, inflamed gums, and some calculus, I'd like to go over some resources that might help you to improve your oral health. So first, I'd like to go over some flossing with you. Do you floss?
Yes, but not very often.
Okay, could you show me your technique when you do floss?
Yes.
All right. All right. So that's good that you're holding the floss properly. Your technique is a little bit off, but we can fix that easily. What I would recommend for you is a waxed floss. This is how you should use it. All right, so you take it, wrap around your finger like you did, wrap around your finger, hold it, and could you hold that open for me? You want to make sure that when you go down, you get in between your gums, so you want to wiggle it to get it in, and then curve it around your tooth, and bring it down into the gum, and bring it back out. And every time you want to go to your next tooth, do the same thing, and then when you're done, you want to make sure to change the floss so that you're not using the same area of floss on each tooth, so that you don't bring your bad bacteria to different parts of your mouth. So just like that.
I see.
All right, so now can you show me how to do that?
Yeah, sure. Hold the teeth gently down to another teeth. Is that right?
All right, yes, perfect. So I'd recommend flossing once or twice a day. It'll help your gums to become stronger, and it'll remove plaque from tough to reach spots in between your teeth. And it can also help with reducing the bleeding in your gums. Another thing we can do is a mouth rinse, like Listerine. Listerine will help your gingivitis, and it'll inhibit plaque from building up in your mouth. So you should probably take about 30 milliliters, which is just a little portion of like the cap, and swish it around in your mouth for about 30 seconds a couple times a day. Do you have any questions about that?
No, it sounds pretty simple.
Okay, awesome. Something we can do in the clinic to help you would be a fluoride tray to help with cavities, since you don't live in a community with fluoridated water. The fluoride tray will help to remineralize your teeth so that your risk for cavities will decrease.
Sounds great. Are they costly?
Actually, at Cambrian College, the trays are covered under the $25 fee that you're already paying.
Oh, that sounds great.
All right, yeah. So I just have one more option for you, which is an at-home water irrigation jet. It dislodges plaque from your teeth, and it also helps with bleeding gums and gingivitis. So basically, the water is really gentle and massages your gums to help with the gingivitis and bleeding, while it also gets rid of plaque. The one downside of the water jet is that it is costlier. It's not a necessity for your gum health, but it is an option. Do you have any questions?
I don't think I will be getting that, but every other option sounds like it is doable for me. Thank you.
No problem.